homeless encampment off the freeway in National City continues to grow. We'll tell you how the state of California just issued a wide-scale order to vacate.
City leaders and people who live in National City are calling them an eyesore and a danger. Good evening. I'm Marcella Lee, in for Barbara Lee Edwards.
I'm Carlo Chiquetto. There are calls tonight for something to be done about the growing homeless encampments along the embankments of the southbound 805.
As News 8's Heather Hope explains tonight, Caltrans just issued a notice to vacate.
We walked through this campsite with the mayor of National City, who says it's been frustrating that each time they've done cleanup, she says the tents and the trash come right back. Well, that will soon change now that the state has put out a notice to vacate the illegal campsite.
This is not okay, and National City is not accepting it.
Fed up over the growing homeless encampments in San Diego South Bay along the 805 freeway.
We can't talk anymore. There needs to be action.
National City Mayor Alejandra Sotelo-Solis says the city has done cleanups and tried to provide resources to those living in tents seen visibly from both sides of the 805.
It's being aggressive, it's being compassionate, it's also too being ya basta, that's enough.
The need for shelter shot up during the pandemic with record job loss and the California Department of Transportation not clearing out the encampments regularly due to COVID-19 safety protocols.
The pandemic has given us more eyes to be able to see within the community. We're done.
News 8 went inside the homeless encampment in April.
It's a kitchen area where we all actually come together, dine out and eat.
Hearing from Junior, living in a tent with nowhere else to go.
We really don't want to be here. Housing would be nice.
When people drive through our city, this is what they see, and they think that's National City, and they don't realize that's state property.
Caltrans just posted this notice to vacate illegal campsite, saying all occupants and camp debris must be removed. Violation will result in citation and/or arrest.
Why did this happen all of a sudden?
Robert, who didn't want his face shown, lives in the encampment after just getting out of prison.
I didn't ask to be released. They released me early.
A statement from Caltrans reads in part, the encampment at I-805 is scheduled for removal in the next 10 days after an immediate fire threat was identified following a blaze at the location on Saturday, May 15th, where an encampment poses a critical safety concern or an immediate threat to infrastructure. Necessitating removal, the department coordinates with law enforcement and other local partners to mitigate threats to infrastructure and to address critical safety concerns. The mayor is hoping the governor's budget will provide the money for housing for the hundreds without a home.
It's like you got 2 days to get the hell out of here. And the thing is, okay, where are we going to go?
Those living in the campsite have until Friday to be out. Meanwhile, the debris in the tents are to be removed May 25th. Heather Hope, News 8. A homeless encampment cleared out after the state served a 72-hour notice. We'll show you today's cleanup.
3 days after the state issued a vacate notice at a homeless encampment in National City, Caltrans crews cleared out the camp today.
City leaders say it grew month to month along the 805 freeway since the pandemic started. News 8's Heather Hope has an update.
We're on the East 16th Bridge, just over the 805, and you can see behind me rows of grocery carts stacked to the brim, trash bags and suitcases, anything that people had to get out as Caltrans crews cleared out the encampment. Throwing in bags, suitcases, and clothing at this homeless encampment in National City being cleared out at the 805 and East 16th Street overpass.
We're cleaning it up. They moved on, but we want to make sure this does not happen again.
On Tuesday, the California Department of Transportation posted a notice to vacate illegal campsite that gave all those living in the tents along the freeway embankment 72 hours to leave, or violation will result in citation and/or arrest.
Yeah, it's called nowhere. Playing around. I don't know, brother. I'm gonna just go with the flow.
Showing side by side the difference in just 3 days from an encampment filled with rows of tents and heaps of trash to Friday with Caltrans crews on the ground with trash trucks clearing the way.
In the next 2 days, we're going to see this entire area cleared up.
National City Mayor Alejandra Sotelo-Solis says she's relieved that finally this roadside eyesore that has been a stressor on the city and nearby residents is shut down, but more help is needed.
This really goes to show you that we need more housing. We need more services.
Somewhere safe and where we can be together, where there's a bathroom and a big trash can.
I don't think today's going to solve the issue. I think it's going to solve a headache for a lot of our residents in the area.
Officer Stephen Anderson of the National City Police Department Homeless Outreach Team offers resources.
What about the shelter, man? I know we've talked several times about the shelter.
Pretty much the same as out here, isn't it?
Officer Anderson is on site every Wednesday offering drug treatment, housing vouchers, and work programs, but he says those unsheltered rarely accept the help, citing too many rules, mental illness, and drug abuse. Today, countless needles were found.
You know, that just goes to show that how much drug abuse is going on up here.
Leaders hope this cleanup means a fresh start and not a new encampment elsewhere along the freeway.
In my experience, I think that this will be an ongoing issue, and they'll be back very soon.
Heather Hope, News 8.